I know that we live in this world where there is so much information. There is so much information about health. There's so much information about science. There's so much information about money. There is so much information, and it can feel so overwhelming at times. And when it comes to health, when it comes to this industry of learning how to reclaim our health, because there are so many people who have been struggling with their health for years, and the trends seem that it is getting worse and worse and worse. And it can feel really hard to believe that it is possible to heal when you're in it. I know that because I had that for a long time. I had that for years, where I did not see a way out, and I did not realize that it was possible for things to change. And no matter who I saw, things didn't really change. And I started to lose faith and lose hope that it was actually possible, and that I would come to a place where I'd be okay in my body again. And in that, it can get really frustrating. There can be a lot of anger, there can be a lot of blame, there can be a lot of guilt, and just really wishing someone else could solve the problem that is within us. But the one thing that I stand by so firmly, the science changes, all the protocols changes as the world changes. But one thing that is fixed, that I know to be true, that is so deeply rooted in truth, is that this is part of your soul's journey. You coming across this challenge with your health is not coincidental. There's purpose there. And I know when you're in it, you don't want to believe it. You don't want to feel like this is supposed to happen. You want to get rid of it. You want it to be gone. You want to move on. You want your life back. But the sooner that you can really embrace this, that you can really lean into the discomfort, hold your body with love, with safety, with authenticity, with expression and creativity, the more that this discomfort will start to resolve itself, because you are pulling and learning from the experience, which is what it has been designed for, which is why it has been gifted to you. That in itself, that perspective shift, changes the way you relate to your body. It changes the way you relate to your symptoms, and that can help support physiologically the stress response in your body, settling the stress response down, because you have faith, because you trust, and your body in return naturally is better able to resolve and heal. So while there is so many things you can do in this physical world to take care of your body, there are so many protocols, supplements, things that people are advertising and telling you to do, even things that I say, even recommendations I have. Some of them work for some people and some of them don't. And there are so many conversations out there that people believe they have the one answer, the fix. This is a blanket thing for everyone. If you just did this one thing, you would be fixed. It's not true, because it's not your journey. Your journey is unique and individual. And there are guidelines, there are generalized rules and recommendations that can really support any living creature, like whole food, good quality water, good quality community and relationship, movement, using your body, relating to nature, interacting with the natural world. Those are really good general guidelines, but the specifics within each one is different and unique for everyone. There is no one answer. And as much as we would like there to be one answer, there is no one answer. The answer is your journey and your development towards your expression, who you are, what your authenticity is, what your truth is, how you speak your truth, how you embody your truth, how you relate to your own body and being. So when you're on this health journey and you feel angry, frustrated, you want to blame others, you want to blame the world, or you feel like you're stuck in your body, you're a victim to your circumstance, to your symptoms, to what is going on, and you feel like no matter how many people you see, how many doctors you see, how many prescriptions you take, nothing seems to get better. That's because there is a lesson and a learning and a message within this experience for you that you have not yet extracted. You've not been yet willing to open yourself to. And it is a tough pill to swallow, that one, when it is actually us. It all comes down to us and our connection to our own bodies, our connection to our own soul and our own being. But once you start to let go of that heaviness, of the pressure, the trying to find an answer, the rushing, the panic, the worry. And you start to accept that this is where you are right now, that this is a perfect place to be in this life cycle. That is when things start to shift. That is when things become brighter, because you're no longer fighting against your existence. Who you are right now, you're starting to embrace who you are right now. And that comes sometimes with symptoms. That comes sometimes with challenges with your health. It's not a bad or wrong thing. It is part of being alive. So embrace being alive. Embrace all of it. You get to be alive another day. And that is one of the key things I took away when I was in a really, really dark place, when I was really struggling with my health. And I didn't know if I was going to wake up in the morning. I was scared to go to bed. I was scared to face another day because I didn't know how long I would have left. And I told myself that I get to be alive another day. And if this truly is my last day, because it felt very real at that time, even if I am in pain, even if I'm struggling, I am going to enjoy every single minute, second, moment of this experience, all the pain, all the discomfort. I'm going to fully embrace being alive as a human right now. It could just disappear. We don't know. So why not, even in the struggle, even in the sadness, the depression, the pain, the discomfort, the fatigue, open your heart up to experiencing that. It's not wrong. It's not bad. It's uncomfortable, but discomfort is part of being alive. That is when the answers will come. That is when you'll gain clarity. That is when you start to see the path forward, because you have surrendered. You've chosen to accept and love your body and not try to make it something that it isn't. Honor all of your body. Implement those guidelines, those recommendations. Take care. Have interest in your health. Care about your body. Do what it takes to look after it. But also know that part of being human, part of being alive and experiencing different discomforts and sensations is the blessing, and is part of your soul's journey, and it is teaching you something, and that makes you a better human. That makes you have something to share. It helps you contribute to humanity, to society. It gives you compassion. It can help you see that we are all human beings doing the best we can with what we have. The more compassion and love we have in this world, the more faith we can hold individually and collectively, the more this world will heal, the more the planet, the earth will heal, the more we get to live in harmony with ourselves and with each other and with nature. And that is the healing path. It's not one person fixes it all. It is one person takes the first step, and then the next person, and then the next person, and we all come together. That is healing.